Hello, my beautiful Cancers. Happy, 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 happy birthday for all of us born today on July 21st. Happy birthday, twinsies. I did this special reading because I do a reading for myself every year, and this time I decided I'm going to share it with y'all. So, for anyone who's watching, this is people born on July 21st. Now, if there are any Cancers that are watching that aren't born on July 21st, that's fine. Some of these messages in here may be appropriate for you as well. But I'm basing it for the people born on July 21st. And I haven't decided when I'm going to release it. I was born at 1:11 in the morning, and so I think I may be releasing. I was planning to release it. I'm doing this ahead, of course. I'm doing this the day ahead, but it's the night before. And so I'm trying to decide if I want to release it at 1 a.m. so everybody all around the world can receive the message, which is quite possible. So I'm not sure when this is going to be released. But anyways, anywho, this is for those born on July 21st. But again, any Cancers can watch, or maybe someone's watching a cross watchers for somebody that they're into for July 21st, possibly. I don't know, could be. But anyways, happy birthday. So a special reading for us. It's kind of like a personal reading. Not quite, but just about. But as close as you can get on YouTube without actual being a personal reading. It is a general read, so it may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Two other things. This is a new spread for me that I'm doing. And so I have my notes over here on, I constructed it so we could get some energies for the year. So there are, there are 7 general, and then I added a couple more later on. I added a couple. So let's get going. Let's just get going. So I may be leaning over. I have to, in fact, I may just put it right here if I could. If it wouldn't interfere with the reading, I would do it. I don't know. It might not be enough room. All right, let me do one more shuffle. One more shuffle. All right. Well, for anybody, welcome or welcome back to the channel. I didn't even say any of that in the beginning. My name is Kelly, for anyone who doesn't know, from Deep Soul Tarot, of course. If you aren't part of the tribe, do subscribe, join the tribe. Remember to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And comment down below, my twinsies. I'm having internet issues. So I don't know if you comment, I will read them, and I do respond. It's just a matter of when, because it's up to the internet. So, all right. Are we all ready here? Let's go here. So, let's see. I don't think this is going to fit here. Shoot. All right. Well, yeah, it's not going to fit. These cards are too big. All right. Well, what do you know? I did it right. All right, and then we have to, I added, like I said, 2 other cards over here. I'm just going to get overall energy, even though there's going to be an overall theme. For us right now is the King of Pentacles and Justice. King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Feeling like we need to focus on our responsibilities and making decisions that are going to be just and right in our lives. We'll just leave it at that because I can get into that. For any of you who've seen my readings, the bottom of the decks, and then I just keep going. So we're going to focus on this, and I probably will be clarifying as well. So this is probably going to be at least a half an hour reading, possibly depending on what comes out, maybe even more. I'm going to try to keep it to about a half an hour. So if any of you want to get yourself a snack or a drink, I have coffee. I just made myself coffee, went to the bathroom, took care of all that ahead of time. But you can go ahead and let me fix this, make sure it's not too, I'm not too loud here. You can go ahead and pause this and get yourself a snack. All right, so the first position here is the sunset. So it's what you've accomplished, or lessons from the previous year, but what you've accomplished or not in the past year. So focus on the past with an eye toward using the energy for the future. So for us Cancers, got the 9 of Swords. So I'm hearing for a lot of the Cancers, I don't know what to do with my arm. I usually have it up here, but I hit the microphone, so I don't know what to do with it. Just put it on top of my head, down my shirt, whatever. For a lot of us cancers, in the past year, or in the past, it doesn't have to be the year, but in the past, but you can kind of do an overall year, I'm hearing, I'm still going through this, so yeah, I need some messages here from Spirit, believe me. So, some of us are natural worriers. And I don't know about the rest of you, but for me right now, I'm having a hard time with sleep. It feels like full moon energy. You know what I mean? And we just had a new moon, but the new moon was in Cancer. And tomorrow, well, Saturday, the 22nd, will be Venus in retrograde, and it's in Leo. And now Leo season is coming. There's a lot going on here. And I don't know if that's what I'm feeling, but I'm in a really weird, emotional, weird funk. I'm way overly emotional than I usually am. I'm stressing out. And so I don't know if anybody else is feeling that energy. But for the past year, a lot of us have had things to really worry about. Or things that we've worried about. And maybe more so than we should have. But still, things were happening, and it bothered us, and we were caught in our head, and it was affecting our sleep, making us anxious, really stressing out. So we may have had a lot of stress in the past year. But I'm hearing that some of us may have learned how to better deal with that. If we haven't, maybe this is the year to do that. All right? So position number 2 is your horizon. What you can expect in the next year overall. What you can expect in the next year. And what do you want to achieve in the next year? What do you want to see happen in your life? Search inside to determine your highest purpose for the year. That's what this card is for, the horizon. What's the horizon? What's on the horizon for us? What you can expect in the next year. Oh, my Lord. I want to start over. Can I have a do-over? Okay. Well, Cancers, I mean, I have to be honest, I guess. We're going to have some difficult times in there. And we're going to have to learn how to, pick and choose our battles. That's what I'm hearing. I'm glad I added these extra cards to give us a little further advice. We're going to have to pick and choose our battles, and be careful. Be careful with our words. I just heard our way we communicate with people. We make it nasty. You know. For example, today, my neighbors right across from me. We're very close. The door's right across from me. It's very hot. I'm in California. It's very hot here. But although it's gotten better than it has been, it's been triple digits, and now I think it was still pretty warm, but not as bad as it has been. And so there was a little bit of, it was a warm breeze, but the person had their door open. And not only did they have their door, they had the door open, whatever. But they were blasting music, blasting. I had earphones on and I could hear it. And I like it quiet. And to me, that's so disrespectful. And I've just been going through a lot, and I was wigging out bad. And I'm going, oh dear God, oh dear God, I had to, and I'm physically disabled and I'm in pain, but I had some medication to pick up from the office that was mailed to me, so I went there early and picked it up because I was like, I can't deal with it. And then I told them about this, but the person was blasting music. Then they were singing like at the top of their lungs. Chances are they're probably high or drinking, whatever. I don't know. But I was irritated, and I went over and talked to the people over there and said, this is what's going on, because I have PTSD. And not to get into my personal life, but I have PTSD, and I'm very, very sensitive to noise and light, sound and light. And I like it quiet. And when people do that, I get triggered in ways I can control it for the most part. But if it keeps happening, I have another neighbor who's noisy, and I'm like, I got to get me the F out of here. This is a temporary place, but It's a long story. But anyways, I don't know if anybody's going. Maybe some of you are going through not the similar thing, but things in your life right now that you're feeling the same way. That it's just, I am going to end up saying something, and I'm going to regret it. I'm a very I speak my mind. I try to keep my mouth shut, my yap shut, to keep the peace. But I'm like, and they don't do anything about it. That's what pisses me off. So, anyways, back to this. What's on the horizon? So, what I'm hearing specifically, that this isn't necessarily the whole year, but I think the beginning of this year, moving forward right now, we're still dealing with some battles of some sort, whether that's in our lives with other people, in our lives, our environment, or just maybe internal battles that we're dealing with, which are causing us stress and anxiety. Yes, over here. All right, so let's do the next one. Let's move on, shall we? Well, this is going to be our challenge, our obstacle, our challenge. Are you sure? All right. King of Swords. Okay. Making some sort of being bold in making some sort of decision. So far, Cancers, we only have swords. So right now it's all about what we're thinking, how we rationalize things, how we logically solve problems. And the King of Swords is the ultimate, very wise, very good at solving problems and coming to some sort of conclusion, and very stoic and making that decision, not letting anything else sway his decision. Now, the King is masculine energy. We have the King of Pentacles. So I've done some readings before this that have focused on the masculine, feminine energies. I need some coffee. Yeah, it's nighttime. It's evening, so pretty late, so I'm drinking decaf, but still. We have to be in an energy, with the King of Pentacles being the overall energy and the Justice, being absolutely brutally honest with ourselves. And this is for the year ahead. Now, if you're watching this past July 21st, and say you come across it in August or something, I have it set for a year from the year moving forward, whenever you happen to view this. I'm doing it for the 21st simply because it's my birthday and I wanted to share it with all your birthday. So it's our birthday. But it doesn't mean you have to watch it on the 21st. This energy can happen at any time. It's from a year from moving forward from when you're watching this. Okay, just so that's clear. I just did kind of a personal reading. I recorded part of it. I was in the middle of it. And I think I still may share that one reading, but it's going to come up after this because I'm going to upload this first, because tomorrow's the 21st. And I'm going to do Venus in retrograde reading, so it's going to have to wait. Maybe it'll be Sunday. I don't know. But the first three cards that came out were the Emperor, the Sun card, and the Empress. Right there. 7 cards came out, but those were the first 3. And it was a very interesting read. The energies were very interesting. And the more I went into it, that's why I recorded it. Because I was just kind of doing it on my own. And then I'm like, I think I need to share this. I'm feeling a lot of energy of trying to balance our masculine and our feminine. And right now, I know the Justice isn't masculine energy, but I see this as a male in the photo. So I'm feeling like this sort of masculine energy in the way that right now we are Cancers. July 21st towards you, my twinsies. We need to get into a mode of trying to figure out how to balance our lives. I am in that mode and I'm confused as fuck. I have no clue. And I keep asking Spirit, I don't know what you're saying to me. What are you saying to me? I don't know. And it's a weird ass energy, And I can usually rationalize, and I'm not being able to rationalize anything. I'm missing something. So that reading that I did before, oh, I did a reading earlier too. Just a collective because of the weird energy. So if you haven't seen that, it isn't uploaded yet. So it's going to be uploaded after this. But join the tribe. Do join the tribe. Subscribe and join the tribe. There should be a little subscribe button now on the screen. I've finally figured out how to do that. I finally found, I was trying to do my own, but apparently when you add things on it, it's too big for them to put it on. So I just put the subscribe button. I guess you have to pay if you want to customize your own. I'll do that some other day when I have a job, a part-time job and more money. But anyways, so I'm feeling a lot of masculine energy here. In order to get stability, in order to, whether that's financial or any other way, in order to get that stability that we want, in order to get whatever goal we have for our life that we're focused on, we have to really scrutinize, is what I'm trying to say. Scrutinize our lives. Under a microscope, every single little thing, to make sure that we've crossed our T's and dotted our I's, watching our P's and Q's, if you know what all that means, making sure that we are doing the ultimate, what we can do to balance our lives out. And right now, the King of Swords is saying we have to open our eyes to the truth and cut out what is just not working. It's not working. And there's no way we're going to progress if we don't. And we have to be very brutally honest. Not worrying about, who it may hurt. And if we get emotional, it's like, okay, that's fine, but this decision has to be made. The swords, there's no emotion in their way of thinking, their decision making. All right, well, that was kind of long-winded, but okay. So let's do... I believe 4 is over there. Okay, this is our advice. Take time. So this was the challenge, okay? And okay, wait a minute. The sunset lessons. I know this is, I'm sorry. Take time to learn. So this is this card right here. Take the time to examine what you've learned so far. This will inform you of your next steps. What happened in the past that you want to avoid? What's happened in the past that may have been good that you'd like to repeat to take with you? The Queen of Pentacles. Are you serious? Now you got the King and the Queen again. If you have, when you see the other reading, you're going to see this reading I did today and the reading I did yesterday, the day before. There's just been some sort of masculine, feminine, mother-father energy, parenting. This is the nurturing side. The King is the more logical and intellectual, and the Pentacles are down to earth. So they're really thinking about work and the steps that they can take step by step, not rushing anything to get where they want to be. So this year, it seems as if you have to make some big decision, but we have to make sure that we are following our goal step by step and not trying to push forward. Again, pick and choose your battles, because these battles could get in the way. Let's not that stop us from getting what we want. Let me look at this paper one more time so I can... How to harness your inner power. Wait a minute. Challenge is 3. It's this one. Thought it was that one. Sorry. Looking at your goal in a realistic way is what I'm hearing. getting in tune with your inner self, being in touch with your emotions, nurture yourself and this goal, this dream, whatever you want for the next year. But still, don't let that interfere with your decision. There's some sort of decision that has to be made, and this is your strength. Your strength is to dedication to yourself and what you want. I'm hearing here that you're stronger than you think you are. I mean, a year is a long time, but think of it this way, it's a long time, but it's also enough time for us to work through things, challenges, or maybe adjust things as we move along. It's not like this has to be done in a year. Like, okay, it's July 21st, and you're going, oh crap, I have one more day. That's not what this is about. This is just to give you an overall idea for the next year to come. If you're looking for work or worried about finances, as long as you stay dedicated and don't give up, stay strong, stay focused, and make sure you take the necessary steps. Don't try to push anything too fast, too forward. Too fast, if that makes sense. Too fast. Don't try to go too forward, too fast is what I was trying to say. You can go forward, but make sure you're not, take it step by step. As they say in the Tarot, this is a marathon, not a sprint. A marathon, if it's a long marathon, if you watch people who run, they don't start off real fast in the beginning. They start running, but they're at a pace. They keep it to a pace. Now, when they start getting towards the end, if it's a marathon, and especially if they're trying to win, then they're going to sprint at the very end and get to where they want to go. All right, let's move on to the next one, and the next one is the advice. So moving forward, using the lessons that you learned from last year and how to implement them this year. Take time to examine what you have learned so far. This will inform you of your next steps. Oh, that's what it was. Oh, no, that was, sorry. Number 4 was your strength. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I read it because I have it up here with the challenge. How are you going to resolve any issues that arise? What tools have you gained from the lessons? And on here I see cards 5 and 6, which are 5 and 6. These 2 cards will give you the tools. But this was your strength. Your strength is staying dedicated and focused. That's going to be your strength. 5. Yes, 5. Your advice. Remember to have fun. No matter what's going on in your life, make sure you have fun. And for many of us, be in touch with friends. Celebrate. Oh, I just heard celebrate any progress you have made. Be proud of the progress you're making, no matter how small, even if it's baby steps. And then maybe go out and celebrate that with friends. Go out and treat yourself. Or, I'm hearing, celebrate with your tribe, whether it's here or with your friends. I heard your soul sisters or your soul brothers. I mean, these 3 in here are females, feminine energy because it's the cups. But it doesn't have to be. It's just feminine energy. Well, that's very nice. So by being stoic and following your goal, remember to have fun. Don't let it be all work and no play. It makes a person a very dull. They say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy or Jill a dull girl. Whatever. Keep that in mind. All right. And then this is our navigation. Guidance for the year ahead. Ace of Swords. Keep in mind that you're going to get, as you move along, so you have some problems that happen, maybe some battles, whether it's within yourself or with other people, and then at some point you're going to have to make a very serious decisive decision. I mean, something that's going to stay clear-minded, and something that's going to open up an opportunity for you. You're going to be getting some clarity about things this year. Things that are, you're going to get new ideas of how to move forward. You're going to possibly communicate this to other people. Okay, we're water signs, but we're on the cusp of Leo. But so we are in touch with our emotions. We're emotional people, sensual, emotional, very intuitive. But I'm hearing that for a lot of us cancers, we are learning how to be not only spiritually aware, I'm hearing spiritually aware also in touch with our higher self, spiritually aware. But I'm hearing that we're going to be doing a lot of thinking throughout the year about things. We're not going to let our emotions overtake our decisions. Sometimes we can get overly emotional, and then that can just sort of cloud our judgment. I think for a lot of us cancers, we've learned from past lessons here how to clear our mind and make decisions like the King of Swords, where the Queen of Pentacles feels and nurtures it, but then you have the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords here that is saying that we're going to make decisions for ourselves that are going to eliminate the stress, the anxiety, the battles, whether that's internal with other people. It's going to be, we're not going to argue with other people about what we're going to do. We're going to think clearly. We're going to feel what we have in our heart, but then we're going to make a decision and think clearly. Does that make sense? So this next card right here is clarity, your personal theme for the year. It's just the theme for the year, Cancers, for all of us born July 21st, our clarity. So you choose your aim for the year, what you want things to change, but examine it. How does this fit into your overall life plan? What type of person are you hoping you to become? What does this mean for your higher purpose? Use that energy to set intention, imprint it in your heart and your mind. And in your heart and your mind, I think of your masculine and your feminine, which is what we have over here. The feminine and the masculine. What's in your heart and what's going to be in your mind. Okay? But for right now, we're going to do the clarity. Should I read that again? Your clarity is your personal theme for the year. And what's interesting is we are on the cusp of Leo, and this is Leo energy. And I don't know about the rest of you Cancers, but I have a lot of fire in my chart. I have an Aries moon, Leo, Mercury, Leo, Venus, a lot of fire. And then my ascendant is in Taurus in tropical astrology, but if you do it in sidereal astrology, Vedic astrology, it's actually Aries. So it depending on what you study, I usually pay attention to tropical, but I'm starting to get a little bit more into the sidereal. Anyways, so I'm going to read it again. Choose your aim, but examine it. So make your goals. What do you want to happen for this year with all these different things that have come through? And I know it's a little choppy for me going back and forth with the paper, so I'm sorry. How does this fit into your overall life plan? What type of person are you hoping to become? What does this mean for your higher purpose? Use that energy to set intention. Imprint it in your heart and mind. Say it over and over. The sun, positive energy. Happy. Find the positive in anything, in everything. Anything and everything, Cancers, this year. Again, find things to celebrate. Go out and celebrate with friends. Make sure you stay, for those of you who are social and thrive on being social, do that. Okay. So, it's already a half an hour. Poop. Okay. I'm not going to clarify. Sorry. Not enough time. But we are going to get to the feminine and the masculine. I don't think I need to anyways, but the feminine and the masculine. The feminine, interesting. The feminine is caught in her head. I'm interested to see what the masculine is. So, for a lot of us Cancers, we have to be careful. Again, all the swords. The 9, the 5, the Ace, the King. and now the 8. We have to be careful about overthinking things, being too much in our head. Because we may think, if we start to think about things in our lives, we're thinking, okay, I'm feeling this emotion, but now I need to think about it. Some of us may overdo it. I'm an overthinker. Drives me insane. I'm thinking all the time. Sometimes it wakes me up at night. I'm sleeping, and I wake up and my mind starts racing a mile a minute thinking about stuff. It's like, the hell, I'm trying to sleep. So it's just overactive. But for many of us, by the way, I did a bonus Cancer reading too for anybody who's interested. I did the regular zodiac sign. The love readings are coming out, so you might want to check that out. So if you're not part of the tribe, do remember, like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Gotta slip that in here and there, to remind people, those who aren't part of the tribe. Be careful not to ignore your feminine side. This may be a year of having to think and make decisions, trying to think clearly, but like I said with this 3 of Cups, make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you are nurturing yourself. The Queen of Pentacles here is in the what position? The Queen of Pentacles is in your strength. Your strength is staying dedicated to your goal, but making sure that you are taking care of your internal. So the goal is basically I guess it could be external. It doesn't have to be. I guess your goal could be to become more in touch with your inner self. And that could be your strength, is your inner self. We Cancers, like I said, we're intuitive, and many of us go on our intuition, and don't put that aside so you can make the right decisions. And try not to overthink things. Don't put yourself in this mental prison of, this is what I need to do, and I don't know why I'm always so emotional, or I don't know why I'm crying now, and ostracizing yourself for having emotions. Okay. Masculine. Well, look at that. There we are, the Chariot. The masculine side of you is going to help you and to keep moving forward. So if you have those moments when you get overly emotional, Cancers, and ouch, sorry, arthritic hand, something just snapped in my thumb. I'm getting old. Anyways, so when you get to those, wow, you know what I just heard? We are our own best friend. If you're feeling emotional, give yourself a hug. Be gentle with yourself, just like you most likely would do with a friend. We're very empathetic and nurturing, usually, of the ones we love. And if you're feeling that way, stop for a minute and love yourself. Maybe your inner child, but be your best friend. If you have a problem that comes up, okay, don't ignore the emotions. Let the emotions out. Talk yourself through it, and then say, okay, we're feeling sad, we're feeling stressed, we're feeling down in the dumps. Today's not a good day, but what can I do to change this energy around? Yet we have to be careful about myself, and I realized that today, because I'm in a very low vibrational energy right now. That's why I did the reading earlier. So if you join the tribe, you'll see when it's released. It's just not released yet. I don't have time to get them all out, or internet to get them all out. When we think negatively and low vibrational, we attract that to us. Our thoughts are very powerful, and that draws negative energy towards us. So I try to be as positive as possible, but sometimes I have those moments where I just don't give a flying fuck. I guess to a point where I'm just so low that at that point I don't care anymore. That's when I know it's bad, and that's why I did the reading. I was trying to talk to the cards, have spirit tell me messages. So, and I didn't want to be in a down in the dumps mood, because it's our birthday tomorrow, man. I don't want to be in a bad mood. We're our own best friend, or be your best friend. Take yourself out to eat. Take yourself out to get a coffee. Go buy yourself something at the store that you have wanted. It's your birthday, Celebrate your birthday. Oh, celebrating your birthday. This was in what position? Mm-hmm. 5. Your advice. Well, for right now, go out and celebrate your birthday. Go out and have a good time with friends. If you're in a low vibrational energy like I am, go out and celebrate with friends or whoever makes you the happiest. With this in the center here, we're going to be just fine. It's just a matter of working through stuff. Well, I don't know if any of this made any sense to anybody, honestly. I'd like to keep going, but it's already 35 minutes. I could go on for like an hour. I did do a bonus reading already that's already been, it was released on the 19th. So if you haven't seen that, or if you're not part of the tribe, check that out. And it was a good reading. It was something about new born again cancers. The message was that's new and improved cancer. So many of us are working out our, I'm going to say idiosyncrasies, but are things that maybe we don't like about ourselves, that we're trying to improve, trying to be the best way that we can be, our authentic self, trying to be our higher self at a higher vibration, that kind of thing. So I would check it out because it may give you more insight into some of this. There may be some times when we're having rough times where we overthink things, stress out over things, get into these I'm hearing internal battles. We may have like battles within ourselves that fight against what we're feeling and what we're thinking. You know what I mean? So we need to balance that out. We need to balance the what we're feeling and what we're thinking. I don't know. All right, Cancers, this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. So everybody, happy birthday, my twinsies. I'm going to give you a big hug. I wish I could go live because I would have gone live if I don't have internet here. So I record them and then I upload them when I can. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to get this uploaded for tonight or tomorrow, whenever it comes out. Yeah, I would have gone live. But, we'll see. I keep hoping that this, as this birthday comes on, that they'll either get internet where I'm at, reliable internet in the rooms, or here, or I can, go somewhere. I'm working on that. Someplace else where they do have internet. Okay, thank you so much, Cancers. I appreciate you tuning in, whoever did, and who stayed to the end. And do like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll see you. And then one of the next ones, come on. I do Monday through Friday, the Daily Dish Tarot in the morning. Come join us. It's daily guidance for each day, moving us to the week and moving on forward. And each day has kind of a theme, but it's just a collective read that, and they're about a half an hour, but I'm trying to shade that back a little bit too, so people can watch it like before they go to work or something. But yeah, check that out. The Daily Dish Tarot, Soul Connections on Sunday. Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.